If you have an upcoming cruise booked to the U.S. Virgin Islands, then you are definitely going to want to watch this video because a big bombshell came out of the Virgin Islands today. Chris here with High Seas Cruising, and welcome to today's video. Alright, so we got a couple of stories to cover before we get to the U.S. Virgin Islands, so let's jump right on into it. So 2 more Royal Caribbean ships have begun test sailings, the Symphony of the Seas and the Independence of the Seas. The Symphony of the Seas will be doing her test sailing from the port of Miami, and Independence of the Seas is going to be test sailing from Galveston, Texas. Now, they currently join 4 other Royal Caribbean ships that have already completed their test sailings, and a 5th one is currently out test sailing as well, which will bring Royal Caribbean up to 7 ships ready to go for revenue-generating sailings. The Majestic Princess has also completed her first Alaskan cruise. Completely successful cruise. No COVID, no incidences, no problems. Happy crew, happy passengers, great sailing. A good, positive piece of news for Alaskan cruises. Now, Norwegian Cruise Lines has expanded their partnership with Starbucks Coffee, and now Starbucks is going to be available on all 17 of Norwegian Cruise Lines cruise ships, as well as their private islands. So if you are a fan of Starbucks Coffee and a fan of Norwegian Cruise Lines, well, there you go. Now you know the cruise lines to go on, where you can get cruising and your favorite coffee all in one spot. And also today, MSC has rejoined U.S. cruising. The MSC Meraviglia has departed from the port of Miami today on her first U.S. cruise. So now MSC joins the others: Royal Caribbean, Celebrity Cruise Lines, Princess Cruise Lines, Carnival Cruise Lines, Holland America Cruise Lines, all with cruise ships once again sailing from the United States. And finally, the U.S. Virgin Islands. So the U.S. Virgin Islands has announced today that all cruise passengers must be fully vaccinated to visit any of their ports. And what they consider fully vaccinated is anyone over the age of 12. If a cruise ship has anybody over the age of 12 that is not fully vaccinated, the cruise ship simply is not going to be allowed to dock at any of their ports, period. No exceptions, no nothing. So what does that mean? That means if you have an upcoming cruise that visits the U.S. Virgin Islands, you definitely may want to check with the cruise lines to see what changes they are going to make. They really are only going to have 2 choices in this situation. Either they do not allow the unvaccinated to get on any cruise ship that is visiting the U.S. Virgin Islands, or they have to change their itineraries and not go to the U.S. Virgin Islands. That's it. That's going to be the only 2 choices that are going to be available. So, like I said, if you have an upcoming voyage to the U.S. Virgin Islands, 1, if you are unvaccinated, you definitely want to check with the cruise lines to find out for if any reason they're going to want to take you off of that cruise ship. Or, even if you are fully vaccinated, you may want to check with that cruise lines because they may not want to take the unvaccinated off of the cruise ship. They may want to change the cruise itinerary. So, for example, if St. Thomas is that one cruise port that's your bucket list item and that's the one you really wanted to go to more than any of the others, but let's say you're getting on a cruise ship out of Florida that does not require 100% vaccine, I would definitely look into that because you may end up disappointed. I mean, we have already seen some recent cruise itinerary changes after St. Kitts announced that only 700 people per day could visit the island, which means these large cruise ships with thousands of passengers on board, they can't stop at St. Kitts and let everybody off. So we've already seen some itinerary changes caused by that announcement. So we definitely need to keep our ears open and see if there are going to be any other announcements coming out of the Caribbean that can affect our future cruising. All right, so let me know in the comments below, what do you think? Do you think the cruise lines will simply move the unvaccinated passengers off of the cruise ship? Or will they make itinerary changes when it comes to the U.S. Virgin Islands? Let me know what you think below. All right, I hope you did enjoy today's video. If you did, let's give it 2 thumbs up. Have yourself a great day, and we will see you out on the high seas.